Let's take a journey back in time to ancient Egypt, around 69 BCE. A baby girl named Cleopatra is born, a princess, daughter of King Ptolemy XII. Cleopatra grows up in luxury but also danger, with constant threats to royal power. Cleopatra is smart and curious, learning many languages and studying history, math, and philosophy. These skills will be crucial when she rules. As Cleopatra matures, her father is forced to leave Egypt, and her older sister becomes queen. But their father returns, reclaiming the throne, teaching Cleopatra that power can be lost and regained. At 18, Cleopatra's father dies, and she becomes co-ruler with her younger brother. She desires sole power, leading to conflict and her eventual exile. Cleopatra doesn't give up. She plans to reclaim her throne in a way that will shock everyone. Enter Julius Caesar, a powerful Roman general who arrives in Egypt in 48 BCE. Cleopatra sees an opportunity and devises a daring plan to meet Caesar, having herself wrapped in a carpet delivered to his room. Caesar is impressed by her boldness and beauty, marking the start of a famous love story and political alliance. Caesar helps Cleopatra regain her throne, defeating her brother's forces. Cleopatra becomes the sole ruler of Egypt, not just Caesar's lover but also his ally. This alliance provides Cleopatra protection from Rome and gives Caesar influence in Egypt. They have a son, Caesarion. Cleopatra visits Rome with Caesar, learning about Roman politics and securing her position as Egypt's queen. After Caesar's death, Rome is in turmoil, and new leaders emerge, including Mark Antony. Cleopatra needs a new Roman protector, and chooses Antony. Their first meeting is legendary. Cleopatra arrives on a golden barge, dressed as the goddess Venus. Antony is captivated and they become lovers and allies. Antony helps Cleopatra eliminate her rivals and she supports his ambitions in Rome. They marry and have 3 children together. In Rome, Antony's rival Octavian sees Cleopatra as a threat, spreading rumors and inciting anger. The conflict leads to war, culminating in the Battle of Actium, where Antony and Cleopatra's fleet is defeated. They retreat to Egypt, but Octavian follows, invading Egypt. Antony and Cleopatra know their time is running out and must make hard decisions. Cleopatra ruled Egypt for about 21 years during a turbulent time. She navigated threats with intelligence and charm, forming alliances and fighting when necessary. Cleopatra's main goal was to keep Egypt independent from Rome. She used her relationships with Caesar and Antony to protect Egypt and strengthened it from within. Cleopatra embraced her role as a living god, presenting herself as the goddess Isis. Under her rule, Egypt prospered. With new temples, monuments, and a flourishing library of Alexandria, she reformed the tax system and encouraged trade, making Egypt wealthy and a tempting target for Rome. In 30 BCE, Octavian's forces approach Alexandria. Antony hears a false report of Cleopatra's death and falls on his sword, dying in her arms. Cleopatra knows Octavian plans to parade her through Rome as a prisoner, a humiliation she won't allow. She decides to take her own life using a poisonous snake, an asp. Cleopatra's death marks the end of an era. She's the last pharaoh of ancient Egypt. After her, Egypt becomes a Roman province, ending the long line of Egyptian pharaohs. Cleopatra's death is shrouded in mystery, but she chose her own end, denying Octavian his final victory. Cleopatra died over 2,000 years ago, but her story remains fascinating. It has everything: love, power, war, and tragedy. Many stories about Cleopatra are myths, created by her enemies or later writers. The real Cleopatra was a skilled ruler, clever diplomat, and patron of the arts and sciences. Historians have uncovered a more complex Cleopatra, a shrewd political leader who spoke many languages and wrote on serious subjects. Today, Cleopatra is a symbol of female power, challenging male authority and ruling in a man's world. Understanding the real Cleopatra helps us understand the ancient world and our own world better.